guys, Megha here. Welcome back to hashtag Megha Says. As you all know, I am doing videos about a book, Do It Pick Sheet. And from that, I have completed 2 points. First point was about success and failure. Second point was about habits. In that points, we see that um, Ankur has told us so many points related to those words, such as success and failure. What should be success and failure means to us, how we have to deal with them. Then habits means having good habits, how it is helpful to our development, and how can we replace our bad habits with the good habits. All those points has been told by him in this book. The next point, the third point that today I'm going to start is about awareness. I think awareness is the most important skill that man has got from the nature, and we have to use that superiorly. Um, the the time that which are aware is the time that learns us so many, that teaches us so many things. I think so. It is said that if we are not aware about ourselves, if we are not aware about our work, about our body, about our thoughts, then anyone can rule on us, anyone can easily defeat us, and anyone can easily use us for their purpose. So if we don't want to let that happen, then we must be aware about our work, we must be aware about our thinking, we must be aware about ourselves. And in this point, Ankur has told so many points, so let's start about the first point. The first point is that make sure decisions in your life are made from a point of view of awareness and not ignorance. Means when I am in a confusion, when there are two thoughts that are disturbing me, that are distracting me, then I must be sure about that the decision which I am taking should be from the point of view of awareness, not from the point of view ignorance. Means suppose I want to talk with any person, but I will not ignore some things while talking with him. I must be aware about that what I am talking, what he might think or what he might reply to me, and I must think on all those points, and then I have to do my work. I think that is called as the awareness. And he said that while taking a decision, we must be aware about all our thoughts. We must be aware about what I am thinking, what I am going to do, and what will be consequences of that decision. We must be aware about that. This will definitely help to see the future in present, and that will help to go on a proper way. I think so. The next point, that is my favorite. It is, if everyone did it, it wouldn't need to be said. We see in our daily routine there are some daily work, we can say them as our daily habits, that we are doing effortlessly. Means we are not taking any special efforts to them, such as brushing our teeth, then having lunch and dinner on at that time, then watching TV, using mobile, giving reply to all our friends on WhatsApp, Insta, and all the social medias, searching that which new film, which new web series has released, so that we could see that. All these points are not required to tell to anyone. Means you have to do that, or you don't want to do that, we don't have to say all those points. That's why it is not required to say. But there are some important points that we have to say to everyone, such as get up early every morning, then do exercise daily, give respect to our elders, listen to our parents and our teachers, then read books. I think that I am telling every day to everyone, read books, then check your thoughts, work for your development, not for another person's dream. All these points that we have to say to everybody, because these points are not done by everyone. So if everyone did it, it wouldn't need to be said. When everyone is doing that, then there is no need to be said. But if no one is doing that, then we have to say it again and again. We have to repeat those things so that everyone will do it. He says that everyone watches TV, it needn't to be said. Everyone eats pizza, it needn't to be said. Everyone has a smartphone, it needn't to be said, possess one. The things that are most important and the least practiced are the things that are said. Means the things which are most important, but we are doing very few practice of them. That things are to be said, doing the things that are most important and the things that make you important. So try to do the things that are most important and that makes you important. I think that is the most precious thing of life, and the person who understands that, he will be definitely happy in his life. So let's move to the next point. The next point is, most of my decisions in life were not made because of my confidence in the decision. They were made because of my awareness of the situation. As I told in first point, while taking any decision, we must be aware about situation. We must be aware about persons. We must be aware about our thoughts, and we must be aware about what should be the consequences of our decision. So it's not necessary that is the decision right or wrong, but it is important that, am I aware about my decision? Am I aware about the situation which is happened now? Am I aware about what I am going to do, and what will be consequences of my things? So we must be aware, and this awareness will never let us regret later. So we must be aware. Here he said that, I knew I had to make those decisions because I had explored all other options. I knew I had to make those decisions because I would regret not making them later. Because we have to take such a decisions that will never let us regret after some time, and for that we must be aware about what we are thinking, what we are doing. The next point, our actions are driven by our feeling of what people feel about us. This begs the question, whose life are we living? Suppose I want to learn some new thing, I want to learn any new skill, but when I say that I want to learn that new skill, then maximum people said that there is no need to learn that, or this is very hard, or what will this thing lead you towards, or whatever. When we hear that, at the same point, we just forget our decision, we forget what we have decided, and we listen to them, we focus on what they are saying. And I think this will lead us to live their life, not our life, because whatever we think, whatever we feel, that is our thinking, that is our feeling. So we have to be important to what I feel, what I think, what I require, and what I want to get. But at the place when another person says us something, that time we just forget about our decision. And I think that is not true. We must live our own life, not any other person's life. That will definitely help us to be satisfied life. I will not say that you will be succeeded after doing that, but I think you will be satisfied because you listen to your heart, you listen to your soul, you listen to your mind. And whenever we listen to our mind now, then it will never let us to go on the wrong path. So we have to think about that. That's difficult, but not an inch more difficult than living someone else's life. So it's very easy to listen to another person and change our decisions and change our thoughts, but it's very important, and it's very good to live our own life, to live, to think, to listen to our mind, to listen to our heart. The next point, if unsure between two choices, picking both is almost always the wrong decision. Do you want money or power? Do you want an awesome college or an awesome course? Should you go after the salary or after the brand? You can say both and live a life of compromise or indecision. Or you can choose the one which you want to do and succeed at it. Or if you didn't succeed, learn from the courage you displayed. Picking one teaches, picking both confuses. When I say that I want money or power, at that time I have to focus on only one thing, either on money or on power. Suppose if I focused on collecting power, then definitely money will get to me, then money will come to me actually. And if I am focusing on earning money, then I will get the power automatically. So we have to focus on only one thing which is most important. And after picking that, there are 50-50 chances, means at one point we will be succeeded and we will live that fully, and on another side we can fail, totally fail, and we can learn that what we don't have to do in the future. So when you have two choices, try to pick the one which is most important. Never ever try to pick the both, or never ever try to left the both. So try to pick one wisely, which is most important. Then second, just because someone carries it well doesn't mean it isn't heavy. Everyone carries a heavy load. Be kind to others. When another person says his problems to us, that time we say that it's not a big deal, or what's in that, blah blah blah. Everyone carries a heavy load, and we must understand that whenever we try to understand another person, whenever we try to listen another person, then we must think about his feeling, what he feels, how he feels, and why he feels that. If we think about that, then we can definitely understand what he feels and what he wants to do. And I think that will lead us to the humanity, that will lead us to the communication between two good persons, and that person will be connected with us forever. So we must understand another person's point of view also, because everyone's story is different, everyone's lifestyle is different, everyone's background is different, everyone's thinking is different. So we can't compare one person to another. Just think what he feels and just help him, never ever mock him. The next point, fear has led to more procrastination than laziness ever will. Means suppose I want to do something new, I want to try something new, then at that time it is not that procrastination that stops me from doing that, but it is my laziness that that stops me from doing that. Suppose you don't procrastinate because you are lazy, you procrastinate because you are scared. What if I fail? What if I succeed? What if my life is sorted after this? What if I have to face rejection? These questions are the troubling, I think, and these questions are the obstacles in our way. So we have to deal with these questions in a positive attitude, so that we could do whatever we want, not because of procrastination, and we can overcome on our fear, and that will definitely lead to the success. So these were my today's points. Tomorrow, here in awareness there are so many points, and tomorrow I will explain some another point. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow with the next